Whoop, and we're back once again with the Legend of the Five Crystals. Next up, we got one of my mixed feelings. I feel like this has been just me having mixed feelings about my old levels. Two King Battle was great, a bit short. 2 was good, but flawed. This one was just Nightmare was nightmare. Metal Workshop was amazing. Onto War could have been amazing, sadly wasn't. And now we get the Enchanted Temple in the Darkness. And as the name states, it's in the darkness. You can turn off your light if you wanted to, but honestly there's no really a purpose. There's an overhead platform, quote unquote platform, you see what I mean? I couldn't get the jumping mechanics quite right, to be honest. It would get a bit too finicky. So in the end, I replaced the jumping mechanics with a hover mechanic. Looking back on that play, you would have used a different system, to be honest, rather than mine. But oh well, I was stubborn like that. Hey, that doesn't mean that hover mechanics have its place. Oh my god, look, it's Howl again. Told you it's a lot more prevalent here than it is in the original reboot. There's not much to say about this level because everything else is in the darkness. I did make a huge point about it being in the darkness though. I said it's a platformer. You're in the dark and it's not side to side. It is an overhead platformer. So interesting. Yeah, in all respects, it actually is pretty neat. It's pretty neat, if not just like a bit flawed. So, hey, once again, as I've said before, the original levels are filled with a bit of flaws. You could do this, or you could just do this. I think here we see it. We'll brighten up just a bit. Only a bit though, not a lot. And by a bit, I mean you probably couldn't even tell the difference. Actually, you could. Definitely one thing I would also add is I would also add a lot more, just scenery, to be honest. And there's something that I did learn my lesson from. Any level that does take place in a darkened environment tends to have a bit more scenery, even if you can't view it. Whoa. This may look intentional, but it's actually not. It's because I couldn't get the tool properly. we go into here. Now, now it was probably one thing that I didn't like. Now, how many of you guys like the mud boat from Super Mario Sunshine? Yeah, because it's pretty much what it is. At least I based it off of the mud boat, even if people didn't like it. But it could be worse. It could have been. It could have touched. I could have put in a bunch of like obstacles, and if you touch them, you instantly die. I mean, if I wanted to, I could easily skip this part. Trying to skip this part. Realistically, I wish I used the interact button a bit more wisely, to be honest. And look, it's Kennedy. Wow. Oh my god, look, Kennedy. He used to say something, but I guess not. Get in there. Oh yeah, but Kennedy, you know, I completely forgot that I completely forgot as a child that I had this guy in there. I kind of just made Nemesis. I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking with it yet. I died. Honestly, again, there's not a lot to say about this level. It's just kind of mixing. It's funny because I originally wanted the Enchanted Temple to come out before Onto War, but because of me struggling with the whole platforming, it actually got delayed quite a bit, so it came out after Onto War. So I kind of had to do a little story reboot there. Not that the story even matters, because this thing is so loosely put together. I mean, if I really want to probably just discuss what I was trying to go for. That was the story. Basically, what I was trying to go for with the Legend of Five Crystals storyline is preventing the destruction of the entire universe at the hands of the Houndour or Hal. And Hal was a madman who was driven mad by the crystals. And yeah, Hal was a madman that was driven mad by the crystals. And now he wants to destroy Little Planet. I mean, not Little Planet, but Little Planet as a whole. A lot more meta. I tried to make it a lot more meta, but then I decided against that when I remade it. But honestly, yeah. I mean, as a kid, I thought I executed it well. Looking back on it now, it's not too well executed. But hey, what can you do? So I used the descriptions to tell my story. Even then, I had some grammatical errors in the descriptions. So yeah. I sigh in pain. Yeah, I mean, at least Rebirth kind of like upend the issues a bit. Not that Rebirth is a perfect storytelling experience, because once again, only so much you can do with Little Planet 3. It's an amazing story. Now, when I decided to remake Rebirth, I came to the realization that, you know, like, the Houndour or Hao is very comically evil, and I didn't like that whole, you know, he's crazy because of the crystals. I didn't like that, so I decided to change it to, you know, that he actually has a goal to do this. And, you know, like, what should be his goal? His goal should be to bring back his empire, you know. And I decided, you know, like, at first, you know, Rebirth was just gonna be a retelling. But I decided, you know, like, along the way that, you know what, this should be a continuation of Souls. So, Rebirth is now the new timeline, because this timeline is destroyed by the ending that I will point out when we get to them. Also, as to why Dire Docs is playing, I don't know, I had a weird obsession with that at one point, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it here. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. But, hey, I made some more questionable music choices in my life before. Again, as I've stated before, or maybe not, but actually, I don't know if I say it in a video, but, you know, like, the entire storyline was kind of based out of Black Ops 3 zombies, because, Black Ops 3, they were collecting the souls of the original characters. Stop. Something. Sorry, but in my opinion, I really don't like the Black Ops 3 storyline. It's funny that I base it so heavily, and I, you know, try to make it like it, but don't actually like the story. But yeah, I got inspired by it because I was like, hey, they're going around like different universes, different, you know, dimensions, timelines, get these souls, and I thought, you know, like, I should do that. You know? And so I did. And it seems like I solved like myself. And so I did. And this is why by the end we saw like whole dimension, because reality was falling apart, which was the climax that, you know, reality is falling apart and we must save it. Badly. I decided to make Rebirth a bit more emotional. Not emotional, but more like... I actually do have like a fully written Rebirth. That's actually what I envisioned. And I also decided to kind of, you know, give amends to Kennedy. Because Kennedy was done dirty, I must admit. Like, he is considered a main character, yet he doesn't really even do much. I thought, you know, like, I did you dirty, because originally Brock was going to be the main character, but Brock was too similar to Ike. So I changed that to being Kennedy, because, you know, the Kennedy we see in the Legend of the Five Crystals is still the Kennedy we see in Rebirth. The only thing that's not similar is her appearance and the timeline they're in. But other than that, they're the exact same people. Because Time decided to let Kennedy move on to the new timeline. And that's the only person he let move on to the new timeline. Everyone else, the original Brock, the original Jake, they were still in the old timeline. Destroyed. In the actual Rebirth project plan, it goes more into depth as to how this affects Kennedy. saying that the checkpoints also don't work anymore, which I'm not even exactly sure how that happened. Hold up. I'm not even exactly sure how that happened. Late at night, I'm doing this again. I'm always doing these at late at night because usually when I get back from school, I'm like tired as hell. Usually go to sleep. I don't talk a lot about my school life on this channel, but realistically, it's a pretty intense one. I'm not gonna lie. Very tiring. No, I'm not in college. If you're new to my channel, I am not in college. I am in a career school, or a trade school. I am in cybersecurity. Very intense program, I'm not gonna lie. Very intense. Or maybe it's just my teacher. Either ways, an intense program. Gets me all sleepy. Okay. Well look, I'm gonna cut this until I get to the boss fight. Hey guys, look at this new trick I found. I guess I'm always learning stuff about my own previous project. Wow, I did not realize you could do that. What was I? Oh well, it makes it a lot easier either ways. The boss fight is very lame, honestly. All you just gotta do is hold the interact button, avoid these. It's a very lame boss fight, to be honest. And then again, all boss fights up until now haven't exactly been the best. And some of them have just been really unplayable, aka the Nightmare boss fight. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, I counted that as a boss fight as a kid. The only good thing is that short ones are not too bad. Now, once again, unfortunately, Little Planet 3 kind of breaks this level with some of its checkpoints. But now I know the trick. So, once again, I'm gonna cut this. Didn't I tell you I'll be back? I always come back. Alright, doing more of this lame boss fight. Unfortunately, yes, I do get killed here. Okay, at least we completed it. And now, everything's back. So, once again, I'll see you later. You know, I just came to the realization that I don't even need to do that wall glitch. It's already glitched by itself. I mean, look, I'm hovering over the lava. Yeah, that's why the hover mechanic was a piece of trash. Now, I'm pretty sure I could have done it, but oh well. What can you do? Right now, I'm internally screaming in pain. But look at this. Ain't it beautiful? In fact, I even put a slight bit of effort into decorating. Well, I must admit, at least it has a perfect build-up to our next level. And whoop, the next level that follows will be Downfall. Downfall. What library game is this? Out of the 3 between 2D Kingdom Battle, 2D Kingdom Battle 2, this one is definitely the worst. It cuts the characters from 2 in half, and is very long. I mean, either longer than 2D Kingdom Battle 2, or just like the tiniest bit shorter. Either way, it's a very long level, and I'm gonna have to find a way to cut it off. But look at that, we're nearly, we're near the end. Ain't that amazing? We're nearly near the end. We got these 3 levels. And I got a special surprise for Generation. And of course, I do plan to one day replay Rebirth again. Man, the amount of times I've replayed Rebirth, it's actually, you'll be surprised. I have played this a total of 282 times. Please go and play Rebirth, by the way. No, that would make me the big happy. Well,